And welcome into Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. It's the Lions and the Bears. Welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. The Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bears, NFC Central matchup here. Both teams 0-1, trying to get their first win of the season. The Lions will kick off. Chicago will get the ball first. We're underway. It'll be fielded by McNeil at the 6-yard line out over the 20-25, and McNeil out to the 29-yard line. Leon McNeil, the rookie out of Missouri. And that's where the Bears will have it, 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Chicago led by their starting quarterback, Tim Law, in his 12th year out of Army. The Bears lost last week to the Vikings. The Lions lost last week to the Packers, so they're both 0-1. Beautiful day here in Chicago. About 73 degrees, mostly sunny. We're still on the early afternoon games, the 1 o'clock games. 1st and 10 from the 29. Tim Law under center. Law hands off to Zeke Dillon around the outside, and Dillon's got some room down the sideline. All the way down to the 49-yard line, a gain of 20 yards. And a Chicago first down. Zeke Dillon in his 10th year out of Tulane. First down, Bears. First and 10 for Chicago from their own 49-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. Bears come out, spreading the receivers wide. Law drops back, pump fakes. Looking, throws deep down the far sideline. It's got a man, Blackman, all the way down to the 8-yard line. A 43-yard reception to John Blackman, the former Buccaneer, in his 13th year out of Colorado. First down, Chicago. Blackman had a step on the defensive back. Don Reese, the defender there, number 28, the former Patriot. First and goal, Chicago. At the Detroit 8-yard line. It's taken Chicago 2 plays to march downfield here on the opening drive. Bears come out. Law under center. Law, play action. Rolls out to the near side. Stops, throws, gets it to Seacrest. Touchdown, Chicago. It took him 3 plays. An 8-yard touchdown pass to Robert Seacrest, the 4th-year receiver out of Memphis. And the Bears on the opening drive strike early and take a 6-0 lead. A very nice opening drive for Chicago, just marching down the field. And the Bears made it look easy. Zach Jones for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. The Bears take a 7-0 lead. 6:49 left here in the first quarter. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. So the Bears score on the opening drive. Now Detroit will have it for the first time. I think Sports Davis is in the house. Good to have him here, as always. I took a little time off. I needed it, but I'm back. And now Zach Wetzel will kick off for Chicago. Fielded by Fletcher about 4 yards deep. Brings it out over the 20, 25. Out to the 26-yard line. Trey Fletcher, the rookie out of Texas, on the return. Detroit starting quarterback Daniel Manning in his 10th year out of Purdue. He led Detroit to the Super Bowl in the win last season over Miami. 1st and 10 Lions. Down 7-0 from their own 26-yard line. See if Detroit can answer Chicago's touchdown with one of their own. Manning in the shotgun. On 1st and 10. Manning back. Looks, throws outside to Lynchman. And Jonathan Lynchman down to the 36-yard line, a gain of 10. Make it a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches. Evil Dead's in the house. Good to see Evil Dead. The Bears scored on the opening possession, marched down the field, got a touchdown. And now Detroit's got it for the first time. Evil Dead studying the line. He thinks Detroit will come back and win it by 2. Over under at 45. On 2nd down, Manning hands off to Freeman, and Freeman gets hit in the backfield. A loss of 3 yards. Making the tackle, number 96. It's Cedric Henderson, the former Dolphin, in his 10th year out of Hampton. Nice defensive play by the Bears. Jonathan Wilma, the former Buccaneer, also in on the tackle. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Evil Dead in the house. 3rd and 4 at the 33-yard line. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Throws outside to Adams. Kyle Adams, the tight end. A 4-yard gain. That's enough for the first down. The 2nd-year tight end out of UCLA. First down, Detroit. No, I'm still doing that. In fact, I've got your Islanders up after this. Your Islanders play the Kings after this. I'm just doing one football game tonight. And then I'll do a hockey game. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Manning back, 3-step drop, throws, gets it out to Adams again, out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 8, it'll be 2nd and 2. No, I like hockey too much. I'll definitely put the hockey game on after this. Coming up on 5 minutes left now in the first quarter. 2nd and 2 for Detroit from their own 45. 4 receivers wide, Manning in the gun. Manning, play action, throws downfield to Wyndham, and Colton Wyndham down to the 34-yard line. A 21-yard reception. The 5th-year receiver out of Vanderbilt, Colton Wyndham. First down, Detroit. David Harrelson on the tackle in his 5th year out of Oregon State. Chicago scored on the opening drive. It only took them 3 plays. And now Detroit, this is their first possession. Down 7-0. We will have hockey after this. The New York Islanders at the LA Kings. We'll have that. On 1st and 10. Manning in the shotgun. Manning. Hands off to Freeman. And Freeman gets 3 yards to the 31-yard line. Let's take a look at the Detroit offense. Up front, Perry, Dixon, Beatles, Gamet, and Reed. And then it's Farr, Loxley, Freeman, Adams, and Wyndham. Coming up on 4 minutes left now in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 31-yard line. Single back in the backfield. Manning under center. Hands off to Freeman. And Freeman gets hit after a 1-yard gain. Took a pretty good shot. Let's take a look at the Chicago defense. They play a 3-4. Henderson, Wacher, and Miles up front. Linebackers Gallows, Wilmot, Littleton, and Walters. And the secondary, Walters, Harrelson, Fensick, and Norris. They've got 2 Walters on defense. One's a linebacker and the other is a defensive back. 3rd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Big third down for Detroit. Manning in the shotgun. Manning setting up a screen pass. That was a little bit off. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. This will be a 47-yard field goal attempt coming up. Lance Taylor will come out, the 8th-year kicker out of Alabama, from 47 yards. There's the snap. Kick is up, and he missed it. Wow. He missed it badly. Wow. Detroit comes up empty on their opening drive. The Bears still lead at 7-0 here in the first quarter. 3:21 left to play in the first. We're live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. I'm Jimmy Jam, and I've got Evil Dead, my bookie, the official bookie of Jammin' Sports. He's got the Lions -2, the over-under at 45. So Chicago will have it for the second time, starting at their own 37-yard line. Tim Law, the quarterback. 3 receivers to the far side. Law in the shotgun. Law back. Throws outside to Dominique. Alex Dominique all the way down to the Detroit 39-yard line. That's a 24-yard gain. First down, Chicago. Alex Dominique in his 5th year out of Bethune-Cookman. Don Reese on the tackle, number 28. Don Reese, who the Lions picked up from New England during the offseason. The former Patriot making the tackle in his 5th year out of Indiana. There was a lot of movement during the offseason. I was really surprised. 1st and 10 from the 39. Law under center. Law to McNeil. And McNeil, not much, no gain. Leon McNeil, the rookie out of Missouri, their 1st-round draft pick. Nothing there. Here's the Bears offense. Karimi, Scott, Brown, Sherman, and Kaiser up front. And then it's Seacrest, Dillon, McNeil, Wallstra, and Dominique. Second and 10 for Chicago from the Detroit 39. Both teams are 0-1, looking for their first win of the season. Tim Law under center for Chicago on 2nd down. It's got Dominique in motion. Law throws across the middle to Dominique to the 32, a gain of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Alex Dominique. Dominique, one of the better receivers in the league. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Bears at the Detroit 32-yard line. Tim Law under center. Law, play action. It's a blitz, and he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. A well-timed corner blitz by Detroit. He was pressured by number 22, Elijah Robinson, in his 6th year out of Nebraska. It'll be 4th down, and this will be a 49-yard field goal attempt by Zach Jones. He had put the Bears up by 10. Basil to hold. The kick is up. And, it hit the crossbar. No good. Boy, the kickers have had their problems here in the first quarter. He should have made that one. So the Bears come up empty on their second drive as he dunked it. Dunk off the crossbar. 1st and 10 Detroit going the other way. The Lions have great field position now. A minute 41 left to play here in the first quarter. Chicago up 7-0. Live here on Jammin' Sports, where it's the game that matters. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Manning in the shotgun. Manning back, throws outside to Farr, and Mike Farr out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Mike Farr, the 11th year receiver out of Georgia Tech. A minute 25 and counting here in the first. On 2nd and 4 from the 45. Manning back. Manning back to throw. Throws, gets it out to Adams. Out to the Chicago 47-yard line. Kyle Adams, the tight end. A gain of 8. And a Detroit first down. Gary Fensick on the tackle, number 45, in his 7th year out of California. 55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clock is running. 1st and 10 Detroit from the Chicago 47. 3 receivers to the near side. Manning in the gun. Manning, play action, throws, gets it out to Lynchman, turns upfield. Lynchman, a big gain, all the way down to the Bear 28-yard line. A gain of 17 yards and a Detroit first down to John Lynchman, the 7th year receiver out of Boise State. Lions on the move, trying to tie it up here late in the first quarter. .20 seconds left in the first. 1st and 10 Detroit from the Bear 28-yard line. Manning under center. Manning back, looking downfield, throws to Wyndham down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 11 yards and a Detroit first down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Chicago up 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Soldier Field with Snickers. No, it's not Snickers, it's Gatorade. Oh well, I thought it was Snickers. Gatorade's good too, especially the red kind. Welcome back to Chicago and Soldier Field. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The Bears and the Lions, both teams 0-1. The Bears lead at 7-0 as we start the second quarter. 1st and 10 Detroit from the Chicago 17-yard line. Detroit trying to tie things up. The defending Super Bowl champion Lions. 4 receivers wide. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Manning throws, and it's nearly intercepted. Broken up by Jonathan Wilma, the 14th year linebacker out of Miami, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. John Lynchman, the intended receiver. That could have been a pick 6 had Wilma held on. 2nd and 10 from the 17-yard line. Manning under center. Manning hands off to Kurt Loxley, who gets down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 8, making a gain of 9. It'll be 3rd and 1. Kurt Loxley, the 3rd year running back out of Wake Forest, his first carry of the day. Good for 9 yards and a first down. Did the splits as he got tackled. I think the Lions are going to come back and win this. So that Lions -2, I like it. On 3rd and 1, Manning in the shotgun. Manning hands off to Freeman, and Charles Freeman down to the 5, a gain of 4 yards in a line first down. Gary Fensick on the tackle, number 45. 1st and goal, Detroit at the Chicago 5. Line's now threatening at the Chicago 5-yard line. 1st and goal. 4 receivers spread wide. Manning in the shotgun. Manning hands off to Freeman, and Freeman escapes and is in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Charles Freeman, the 8th year back out of California. And Detroit an extra point away from tying it up. A 5-yard touchdown run by Charles Freeman. He was the MVP in the Super Bowl. In Super Bowl 29 when they beat Miami. He's a solid back. He's one of the better ones. And now Lance Taylor will come on for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up. And it's good. We're tied at 7. Bears and the Lions with 6:56 left to play here in the first half. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We'll have hockey after this. Islanders and Kings from Los Angeles. Give you a heads up, we'll be off tomorrow. I have things to do tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday after tonight's games. So Taylor will kick off for Detroit as we're tied at 7. Fielded by McNeil, about 3 yards deep over the 20-25. Leon McNeil, a flag is down. Gets out to about the 32-yard line. But there's a flag down. And this may be on Detroit. Nope. It's on Chicago. On Parker Littleton, the linebacker. Well, that's going to back it up to the 21-yard line. And that's where Detroit will have it 1st and 10. We're tied at 7. That's where Chicago will have it 1st and 10. As we're tied at 7. Bears come out. In the offset eye, Tim Law under center. Law hands off to McNeil, and McNeil not much. 2 yards to the 23-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Making the tackle, number 79. Kevin Saunders in his 2nd year out of Columbia, the linebacker. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Law in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, and he got hit. It's a fumble. And who came up with it? The Bears did. They were fortunate on that one. He got hit and he coughed it up. It'll be a 5-yard loss. It'll bring up 3rd and 15. One of the offensive linemen came up with it. Gabe Karimi, the left tackle. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Bears. Back at their own 16-yard line. Coming up on 6 minutes left now in the first half. Big 3rd down right here. 4 receivers spread wide. Law in the gun. Law back. Setting up a screen pass. Dumps it off to McNeil. That did not fool the Lions. He's hit for a 5-yard loss. Cody Neal, the linebacker, number 50, making the stop in his 6th year out of Oklahoma State. And the Bears, that was a bad series for Chicago. They went backwards on every play. It'll be 4th and 20. And Chicago's going to have to punt. That series started off with a penalty, and it just went from bad to worse. Zach Wetzel, the third-year punter out of Arkansas, back to punt for the Bears from his end zone. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Nixon at the 38. Brings it out to the 43-yard line. Devin Nixon, the third-year defensive back out of Maryland. 1st and 10, Detroit in a tie ball game with 5:25 left here in the first half as Daniel Manning comes back out. Plenty of time. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. Five receivers wide, empty backfield. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Looking. He's got all sorts of time. It breaks down. He gets sacked at the 37-yard line. A loss of 6 yards. Corey Walters, number 58, the 6th-year linebacker out of Tulsa, with the sack. Manning's a veteran quarterback, a Super Bowl champion. He should know better. You got to get rid of this. Just took too much time. After 4 seconds, you got to get rid of it. That's what a lot of the pros say. If you hold on to the ball more than 4 seconds, someone's going to sack you. 5 minutes and counting here in the first half. 2nd and 16 for Detroit. 4 receivers wide. Manning in the gun. Manning hands off to Freeman, and Freeman escapes a tackle and then gets to the 36, actually loses a yard. It'll be 3rd and 17. Corey Walters again on the tackle. That was just a bad play from the get-go. Third and 17. Lions come out, 4 receivers wide. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Throws deep, and it's knocked down by number 23, Preston Rucker, the rookie out of Yale, the Ivy Leaguer. And that'll bring up 4th and 17. And they're lucky that Rucker didn't intercept that. The intended receiver was the tight end, Kyle Adams, number 80. It'll be 4th and 17, and Detroit's going to have to punt. Dylan Hardiman, the rookie out of Miami, back to punt for the Lions. Gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone, touchback. Chicago will have it at their own 20-yard line. 4:11 left here in the first half. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got my good friend Evil Dead in the room. Evil Dead's waiting for hockey, I know that. These Islanders are up next. First and 10, Chicago from their own 20-yard line with 4 receivers wide. Tim Law in the shotgun. Law hands off to McNeil. And Leon McNeil, no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And there's the obligatory JETS, 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 even though they're not playing. The Jets have started the season a disappointing 0-2. Probably the most talented 0-2 team there is. Law in the shotgun, Testament in motion on 2nd and 10. Law to Dillon, and Dillon's going to lose a yard back to the 19-yard line. They play later this week. These last couple of series, both teams have not done very well, losing yardage. 3rd and 11 at the 19-yard line for Chicago. .3:15 and counting. 4 receivers wide. Law in the shotgun. Law back. Law looking. Throws deep down the near sideline. He's got a man, Dominique, all the way down to the 41-yard line. A 40-yard reception to Alex Dominique to the Detroit 41-yard line. First down, Chicago. Dominique had a step. Perfect pass by Tim Law. First down, Bears. Under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Tim Law in the shotgun on first down. Hands off to Zeke Dillon. And Dillon inside the 30, down to the 28. A 13-yard run by Zeke Dillon, the 10th-year running back out of Tulane. First down, Bears. Chicago on the move, trying to score before halftime. Take the lead. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, Chicago from the Lion 28. 4 receivers wide. Law in the shotgun. Law back. Throws. Gets it out to Seacrest. Down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Detroit, Chicago tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back. Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The 0-1 Lions, the 0-1 Bears. We're tied at 7. Both teams have 3 timeouts. It'll be 2nd and 2 for Chicago at the Lion 21-yard line. Bears trying to retake the lead. 4 receivers wide. Law in the shotgun. Law back. Throws out to Wallstra. Troy Wallstra, the tight end, down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 yards and a Bear first down. Troy Wallstra, the 11th-year tight end out of Army. First down, Chicago. On the tackle, number 36, Benny Blades, in his 9th year out of Florida. Welcome into Jammin' Sports. Detroit and Chicago tied at 7 right before halftime. Law from the shotgun on 1st and 10. Law throws out to Wallstra again, inside the 10, inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. A 14-yard reception to Troy Wallstra. It'll be 1st and goal Bears at the Detroit 3. Back-to-back catches by the big tight end. Wallstra and Law were actually teammates at Army for a couple of years, for a couple of seasons. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Coming up on a minute left in the half. Law under center on 1st and goal. Law hands off to McNeil. He gets hit in the backfield. He's going to lose some yardage. The Bears take a timeout. It'll be a loss of 3. Keenan Hammond on the tackle, number 98, in his 4th year out of Wisconsin for Detroit. 2nd and goal from the 6. 57 seconds left in the half. We're tied at 7. Looking ahead to next week, I'll just tell you who they play in week 3. In week 3, Chicago will be at Carolina, and Detroit will be at home for the first time against Tampa Bay. 2nd and goal from the 6. 3 receivers to the far side. Law back. Throws to the end zone, and it's nearly picked off. It's knocked down by number 79 for Detroit. That's Kevin Saunders, the second-year linebacker out of Columbia. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 6. 53 seconds left here in the first half. Tim Law in the shotgun on 3rd down. Law looks to the end zone again. He's in trouble and gets sacked back at the 11-yard line. And Detroit takes a timeout this time. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards. It'll be 4th and goal back at the 11-yard line. So Chicago will send out the field goal unit. Zach Jones will come out. This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt with 48 seconds left until halftime. Jones from 48 yards, or from 28 yards. Big difference. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's good. The Bears take a 10-7 lead. 44 seconds left to play here in the first half. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Kind of a low-scoring game, especially in the second quarter. It became a defensive game. Neither offense is moving particularly well overall in the second half or in the second quarter. Detroit still has 44 seconds and 2 timeouts. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Fletcher at the 5 over the 20, 25. And Fletcher brings it out to the 28-yard line. Trey Fletcher, the rookie out of Texas. 1st and 10 Detroit from their own 28 with 40 seconds left in the half. Let's see if they can get in the field goal range and tie it up before halftime. Just one football game tonight. We'll have hockey when this is over. Islanders and the Kings will be off tomorrow. I have a previous engagement tomorrow. And then we'll be back with more football on Friday. We'll have a doubleheader for you Friday. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. Throws downfield. He's got a man, but he's inbounds. Mike Farr at the 42-yard line. A gain of 14 yards and a Detroit first down. I thought he was out of bounds, but they say he got both feet in. Let's watch a replay. Hard to tell. There you go. Oh yeah, he got both feet in. Nice footwork by the 11th year veteran out of Georgia Tech, Mike Farr. 36 seconds left in the half. 1st and 10 from the 42. 4 receivers wide, Manning in the gun. Manning back. Throws, dumps it off to Freeman. And he's going to lose 4 yards back to the 38-yard line. The Bears were right there. And Detroit takes a timeout. Parker Littleton, the linebacker, made the stop for Chicago in his second year out of Indiana, number 54. 31 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 14. The defending Super Bowl champion Detroit Lions trying to avoid an 0-2 start here in Sim Season 30. 2nd and 14 from the 38. Manning with 3 receivers to the far side takes the snap. Throws down the sideline to Farr, to the Chicago 48-yard line. A 14-yard gain, first down, Detroit. And it gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 26 seconds left here in the first half. Detroit not quite in field goal range. They still have a timeout. They need about 20 yards for a decent attempt. Manning in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Manning looks downfield, throws, gets it out to Lynchman. John Lynchman down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. Another Detroit first down. The clock is running. This would be a 51-yard field goal attempt. Detroit takes their final timeout. Now we saw Lance Taylor miss from 48 earlier. This would be from 51 to tie it up going into halftime. Let's see if Detroit tries a field goal here or if they go for the end zone. They may have time to take a shot as long as it's to the end zone. They can't throw underneath. They have no timeouts. Nope, they're going to try the 51-yard field goal. Lance Taylor with Nolan to hold from 51 yards. There's the snap. Kick is up, and he missed it again. Detroit might want to think about getting another kicker. Wow. The Bears continue to lead it by a score of 10-7. 7 seconds left until halftime. That's a bad kicker for Detroit. They might want to get a new one. He's 0 for 2 today from 51 and 48. Chicago is up by 3. They may just take a knee, go to halftime. No, they're going to run a play. Tim Law under center with 7 seconds left. Lincoln in motion. Law hands off to Dillon, and Dillon goes down. A flag is down. That's going to stop the clock. So we're going to have one more play. Cody Neal on the tackle. Oh boy. Face mask on Detroit. On Don Reese. They'll move it up to the 35-yard line. So Chicago will have one more play before halftime. Let's see if they throw a Hail Mary or something of that nature. They'll have it thrown 35-yard line. We're almost at halftime. What do the Bears do? Yep, they're lining up for a Hail Mary. 3 on the near side. Why not? Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Throws deep down the sideline into a crowd. Bounces around. Incomplete. We've hit halftime. Your halftime score, Chicago 10, Detroit 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. A beautiful day here on the shores of Lake Michigan. The Bears lead the Lions 10-7 as we start the third quarter. Zach Wetzel will kick off for Chicago. It'll be fielded by Nixon, about 4 yards deep, touchback. Detroit will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Down 10-7. Daniel Manning comes back out to lead the offense. The 10th-year quarterback out of Purdue, the Boilermaker, Trying to think of other quarterbacks out of Purdue. Drew Brees is one. Bob Greasy's another one. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. Throws downfield. He's got a man, Lynchman. He holds on at the 44-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Lions. John Lynchman, the 7th-year receiver out of Boise State. Bubba Charles on the tackle, number 31. Bubba Charles, my favorite defensive back, because he's an Ivy Leaguer. He went to Princeton. It's an Ivy Leaguer whose name is Bubba. You gotta love that. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Manning in the gun. 3 receivers to the far side. Manning looking. Throws downfield to far. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 16 yards in a Detroit first down to Mike Farr. Lions on the move. Trying to, at the very least, tie it up or take the lead if they can. Both teams 0-1. They don't want to start 0-2. According to the Elias Sports Bureau. Yeah, Len Dawson. There's another one. Thank you, Evil Dead. Forgot about him. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Manning under center. Manning back. Throws, and it's knocked down. Incomplete. Knocked down by Bubba Charles. My man, Bubba Charles. I was going to say, the Elias Sports Bureau, who keeps up with the NFL stats, when you start 0-2, you only have a 23% chance of making the playoffs. Believe it or not. Jim Everett, yes, there's another one. Chrissy Everett. I never liked Jim Everett. 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Manning under center. Manning, play action. Watch out, he gets sacked. Back at the 50-yard line, a loss of 10 yards. On the sack, number 96, Cedric Henderson, the former Dolphin. The Dolphins let him go. The Bears picked him up as a free agent. That'll bring up 3rd and 20 for Detroit. I got a trivia question for you, Evil Dead. Let me see. I may have asked you this before, but let me see if you can answer this. And this is open to anybody. Name the only NFL quarterback that has won 2 Super Bowls, is eligible for the Hall of Fame, but is not in the Hall of Fame. 3rd and 20 from the 50-yard line. Yeah, Jim Rome. Manning back. Manning gets sacked again. A loss of 7 yards. Back-to-back sacks. Josh Gallows on the sack. The 4th-year defensive end out of Auburn. You got it right, Evil Dead. Jim Plunkett. He won 2 Super Bowls for the Raiders. But he's not in the Hall of Fame. The only NFL quarterback that has won at least 2 Super Bowls and is not in the Hall of Fame is Jim Plunkett. He needs to be in there. Dylan Hardiman back to punt, gets the punt away. Fielded by McNeil at the 15-yard line. McNeil breaks away and gets out to the 38-yard line. So the Bears, who lead at 10-7, will have it 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Tim Law will come back out. There's his numbers on the day. This has turned into a defensive game. We've seen a lot of sacks in the last 2 quarters. Neither team's offense can really get anything going here since the Bears took a 10-7 lead. Bears come out, 3 receivers to the far side. That's a Hail Mary formation here in the 3rd quarter. Fakes the handoff, throws out to Blackman. And Blackman, a wide receiver screen they tried. Gets out to the 44-yard line, a gain of 6. Make it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. John Blackman, the 13th year receiver out of Colorado. The former Buccaneer, now on Chicago. 2nd and 3 for the Bears from their own 44. Law under center. Law back. Throws, gets it out to Blackman again. Out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 11. Another Chicago first down. Well, as soon as I said neither offense really had anything going, all of a sudden Chicago's got something going. They must have been listening to me. Back-to-back catches by John Blackman. First and 10 from the 45. 4 receivers wide. Tim Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Dumps it outside to Dominique. Down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. Another Chicago first down. Alex Dominique. He's a clutch receiver. Making the tackle, Benny Blades, in his 9th year out of Florida. Under 5 minutes now left to play in the third quarter. Tim Law in the shotgun. Law, play action, rolls out, dumps it off to Wallstra, the tight end. And Wallstra makes his way down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. Troy Wallstra, the 11th year tight end out of Army. Cody Neal on the tackle for Detroit, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Bears from the Lion 24. 3 receivers to the far side. Law in the shotgun. Law hands off to McNeil, and he gets leveled at the 25-yard line. Dante Whitner, the strong safety, came on the safety blitz and made the tackle. Whitner in his 12th year out of Ohio State. A well-executed safety blitz. Whitner, the former Bill, the Bills let him go. He spent 11 years with Buffalo. Now in his first year with Detroit. Kyle Orton, yeah, there's another one. There you go, Evil Dan. A lot of Purdue quarterbacks. 3rd and 4. Law back to throw. Throws downfield to Wallstra. Down to the 9. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago. Troy Wallstra making another clutch catch. First down, Bears. It'll be 1st and goal. The Bears can take a 2-score lead if they get a touchdown. Tim Law in the shotgun on 1st and goal from the 9. Law throws down the middle to Dominic. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown reception by Alex Dominic. And the Bears take a 16-7 lead. That was just a simple crossing pattern. A slant. And it's a touchdown for the Bears. Zach Jones will come on for the extra point. There's the snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Bears are up by 10, 17-7. 3:11 remaining here in the third quarter. We're live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The defending Super Bowl champion Detroit Lions are in danger of being 0-2 to start the season if they don't rally here. They're down by 10. I got an observation I'll share with you all in just a second. There's the kick. Fielded by Nixon at the goal line. Devin Nixon over the 20, 25. Brings it out to the 29-yard line. Gary Danielson, yes, there's another one. Used to play for Detroit. Something I've noticed since I've been playing Madden 19 now. This is my 5th sim season using 19. EA Sports is still updating this game. I noticed during late last season, when 19 first came out, all the jerseys and the equipment was sponsored by Reebok. It had the Reebok brand on it. Now they all have the Nike brand on it. So they've gone back and updated these games. 1st and 10 from the 29. Manning, 3-step drop, throws, gets it out to Wyndham. Out to the 39-yard line, a gain of 10. Make it a gain of 9. Be 2nd and 1. Colton Wyndham, the 5th-year receiver out of Vanderbilt. Evil Dead coming up with a list of Purdue quarterbacks. An impressive list. I always like Gary Danielson on those college football broadcasts. He does a good job. 2nd and 1 from the 39. Manning to Freeman up the middle. Freeman has the first down. Out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10. The 8th-year running back out of California, Charles Freeman. Detroit's down by 10. They got to get something going. They got to get back in this game. 2:25 and counting. We're still in the 3rd quarter. In the I formation. Manning to Freeman. And Freeman 3 yards out to the 45-yard line. Gary Fensick on the tackle, number 45. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Lions at the Detroit 45. Under 2 minutes left now in the 3rd. Daniel Manning under center. Manning, play action, throws deep, and it's knocked down. Parker Littleton, the linebacker, number 54, knocks it down in his 2nd year out of Indiana. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Littleton was the Bears' 1st-round draft pick last season. A minute 42 left here in the 3rd. On 3rd and 7. 4 receivers wide. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. Looks downfield. Throws. Gets it out to Wyndham. Out to the 38-yard line. 1st down, Detroit. A gain of 17 yards. Full extension there by Wyndham for the 1st down. So Detroit now in Chicago territory, down by 10 with a minute 37 left to play. I think we had injury timeout on the play. We did. We've got hockey after this, the Islanders and the Kings. And then we'll have a doubleheader for you on Friday. We'll be off tomorrow. The doubleheader Friday is the Colts and the Packers. That's the first game. But the second game is the Browns and the Vikings. That's Friday night, doubleheader. 8:30 Eastern. Get to see your Vikings on Friday there, Evil Dead. Manning on 1st down, hands off, no, play action. Throws downfield to Adams. Down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 21 yards, 1st down, Detroit. Kyle Adams, the tight end, in his 2nd year out of UCLA, makes the catch. Gary Fensick again on the tackle. 1st down, Detroit. We get to see the all-world running back for the Vikings, Anthony Lambos, on Friday. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Throws. Gets it out. Incomplete. He was looking for a window. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 1:19 left now in the third. He's a stud, yes. Anthony Lambos, the all-world running back. 2nd and 10 from the 17. Manning in the I formation. Hands off to Freeman, and Freeman goes down. A 2-yard loss. Making the tackle, number 28, David Harrelson, the strong safety. A loss of 2, it'll be 3rd and 12. 1 minute and counting here in the third. Manning in the shotgun. On 3rd down. Manning back, looks to the end zone, looking, steps up. Throws to Lynchman, he can't hold on. Broken up by Gary Fensick. And that'll bring up 4th and 12. He's very smooth with the ladies. Well, I wouldn't know that. I'll have to take your word on that. Lance Taylor will come out. Hopefully he can make this one from 36 yards to make it a one-score game again. He's 0 for 2 today. Looks like he makes that one. He does. So Detroit pulls to within 7. The Bears lead at 17-10. With 40 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. I was about to say if Taylor missed that one, they'd probably shoot him. But he made it. It's a one-score game again. As Taylor will tee it up, he'll kick off for the Lions. There's the kick. Fielded by McNeil at the 5, over the 20-25. McNeil out to the 29-yard line. Leon McNeil, the rookie out of Missouri. 36 seconds left here in the third. Something I've noticed today, I have not said anybody's from Tennessee. Detroit has nobody from Tennessee, and the Bears have one player from Tennessee. So that's why I've not said that. 1st and 10 at the 29. Three receivers to the near side. Law in the shotgun. Law takes the snap, throws, gets it out to Blackman, out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. John Blackman. Elisha Robinson on the tackle. We're coming up on the end of the third quarter. Bears come out, 4 receivers wide. Tim Law in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws, gets it out to Dominique to the Detroit 41-yard line, and that's the end of the third quarter. The Bears up 17-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. NFC Central matchup. Bears and the Lions. The Bears up 17-10 as we start the fourth quarter. The Bears up by 7 and they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the Detroit 41-yard line. Trying to make it a 2-score game again. On 1st and 10. The Bears in the eye. Law fakes the handoff, throws. He got hit as he threw, incomplete. I think that affected the pass. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 from the Detroit 41. This time Tim Law in the shotgun. Law back to throw. Throws outside to Dominique. Down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 7. Make it a gain of 8. It'll be 3rd and 2. Dominique well over 100 yards today. He's been clutch. Dominique having a great day this afternoon. Already has a touchdown reception as well. 3rd and 2 from the Detroit 34. The Bears come out, 4 receivers wide. Law under center. Law fakes the handoff. Watch out, he gets sacked. Back at the 42-yard line. Keenan Hammond, number 98, in his 4th year out of Wisconsin, makes the sack. A loss of 9. It'll be 4th and 11. And that puts the Bears out of field goal range. I don't know where Davis is. Not seen him in a while. That puts the Bears out of field goal range unless they want to try a 59-yard attempt. Nope. Zach Wetzel to punt. Gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Not a bad punt by Wetzel, the third-year punter out of Arkansas. Detroit will start their own 10-yard line, down by 7, with 7:01 left. I've not seen him in a long time either. I haven't seen him since the Super Bowl. He was with us when Detroit beat Miami, but that's the last time I saw him. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Lions down by 7. 4 receivers wide. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. He's got good protection, steps up. Needs to get rid of it. Throws deep. He's got a man, Adams, all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 30 yards. Kyle Adams, the tight end. First down, Detroit. He did what good receivers do. If the quarterback's in trouble, run back towards the quarterback. He'll find you. And that's what he did. First down, Lions. Bears up by 7. Both teams 0-1, desperately looking for their first win. 6:35 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Lions come out, Manning in the shotgun. Manning fakes the handoff, throws up top, and he overthrows his receiver. He was looking for Wyndham down the sideline. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Colton Wyndham is well covered. That'll stop the clock. 6:21 left. 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Sets up a screen. I don't know what that was. I think that one slipped out of his hands. That looked like a spike, not a screen pass. It'll be 3rd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 6:19 left. 5 receivers wide, empty backfield for Manning on 3rd down. Manning back to throw. Throws downfield. He's got a man. Lindo, he holds on at the 30-yard line. John Lynchman, 31 yards, first down Detroit. Looked like a pass from Chase. Yeah, there you go. John Lynchman holds on. He was triple covered, it looked like. Well, double covered at least. And he still held on to it. First down Detroit. Lions trying to tie it up. Coming up on 6 minutes left. First and 10 from the 30-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. Rolls out. Throws downfield to Freeman. Inside the 20. Freeman down to the 13-yard line. Charles Freeman, a 17-yard reception. First down, Detroit. Lions on the move, trying to tie it up. Jonathan Wilma on the tackle, number 59 for the Bears. The 14th year linebacker out of Miami. Detroit now at the Chicago 13-yard line. First and 10. 3 receivers to the near side. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. Throws, gets it out to Riley. His first catch down to the 6-yard line. Connor Riley, the rookie out of Ohio State, the tight end. A gain of 7. Down to the Chicago 6-yard line. 5 minutes and counting. It'll be 2nd and 3. Manning under center. Manning, 3-step drop, looks inside. Flag is down, throws to Adams, but there's a flag down. Looks like Adams has the touchdown. But this may be coming back. It's a holding call on Detroit, on Donovan Gummett, the right guard. No touchdown. It'll be 2nd and 13 back at the 16-yard line. So that negates the touchdown. It'll stop the clock with 4:44 left. 2nd and 13 for Detroit. Manning under center. Manning hands off to Freeman. Freeman around the outside. Freeman down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. On the tackle, number 55 for Chicago, Stephon Belton. In his 4th year out of Tennessee. There, I finally said Tennessee. 3rd and 8 from the 11-yard line. Manning in the shotgun with the back on either side. Takes the snap. Throws inside to Wyndham. Diving catch. Touchdown, Detroit. Colton Wyndham, an 11-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions can tie it up with the extra point. A diving catch by Colton Wyndham, the 5th-year receiver out of Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt University, located right down the street from where I live in Nashville, Tennessee. Lance Taylor for the extra point to tie things up. Kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 17. 4:13 left. Plenty of time left. Lions and Bears tied at 17, live from Soldier Field in Chicago. Almost forgot where I was. Week number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. I'm Jimmy Jam. I got Evil Dead in the room, my moderator extraordinaire. We welcome you into Jammin' Sports. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like. We'd appreciate a subscription. It helps to keep us going. We have NHL hockey after this. We'll have the Islanders and the Kings. We'll be off tomorrow. I have a previous engagement tomorrow. We'll be back with a doubleheader of NFL action for you Friday night at 8:30 Eastern, with the Colts and the Packers, followed by the Browns and the Vikings. There's the kick. Fielded by McNeil, 3 yards deep over the 15-20, and McNeil out to the 25-yard line. Evil Dead's Islanders are up next. Playing out in the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Los Angeles. We're tied at 17 with 4:10 left. Plenty of time. This one's anybody's game here. No, I don't. No, they're. I'll explain after this play. 1st and 10 from the 25. In the offset eye. Law. Play action. Rolls out. Looks, throws deep downfield. He's got a man. Dominique hauls it in at the 15-yard line. Are you kidding me? That's a 60-yard reception to Alex Dominique. And that flips the field real quick. The Bears all the way down to the Detroit 15-yard line. No, when in the NHL games, no, I don't do anything with the players. The NHL game gives you all-star teams. So it'll be the all-time Islanders against the all-time Kings with historic players and all that. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Law under center. Law, play action, watch out. Oh, he bounces off a sack, but not 2 sacks. When it's all said and done, it'll be a 1-yard loss. Making the tackle finally, number 98, Keenan Hammond. It'll be 2nd and 11. I thought Law was going to get sacked the first time. He bounced off that one. That line player didn't wrap up. Absolutely, Evil Dead. I'll put him in there orange. Naranja. 2nd and 11 from the 16-yard line for the Bears. Trying to retake the lead. Coming up on 3 minutes left to play. Law, 3-step drop. Now he rolls out, throws, gets it to Wallstra. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown reception to Troy Wallstra. And just like that, the Bears retake the lead, 23-17. A 16-yard reception to Troy Wallstra. You know, all you have to do, if you really want to see the difference between Madden 19 and any of the Maddens that are in the 20s, just compare them side by side, CPU versus CPU. That's all you need to do. You'll see how much better a game 19 is. It's so much smoother. Zach Jones for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. The Bears lead at 24-17. 3 minutes exactly left to play here in the 4th quarter. Live from Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. NHL hockey up next. The Islanders in their orange jerseys against the LA Kings. I like the orange jerseys too. They look good. I highly recommend the NHL hockey games that EA Sports makes. They're really good. But they're not made in-house by EA. They're subcontracted out. That's probably why they're good. Wetzel to kick off. Fielded by Nixon at the 5, over the 20, 25. Devin Nixon, nice return out to the 35-yard line. Detroit with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left and 3 timeouts. They're down by 7, 24-17. Daniel Manning comes back out. Over 300 yards passing today for Manning. But Detroit still down by 7. During their playoff run last season, Detroit had to come from behind in the divisional round against the Saints, in the championship against the Cowboys, and the Super Bowl against Miami. 1st and 10 from the 35. Manning back. Manning looking, throws, gets it out to Adams. He can't hold on. Incomplete. Broken up by Gary Fensick, number 45. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 2:51 left. And consider this, I'll tell you after the play. 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Manning in the shotgun. Manning back. Throws, gets it. Oh, nearly intercepted. Parker Littleton knocks it down. It'll be 3rd and 10. during last season's postseason, Detroit beat New Orleans by 2. They beat Dallas by 3. And they beat Miami in the Super Bowl by 3. So all 3 of their playoff games were 3 points or less. But they won them. Just an observation. On 3rd and 10, 4 receivers wide, Manning in the gun. Manning back. Manning throws outside to Freeman, turns upfield, makes a nice move. Big gain by Freeman, all the way down to the 29-yard line. Wow. A 36-yard reception by Charles Freeman. Made a killer move on the sideline to gain about 25 more yards. First down, Detroit, all the way down to the Chicago 30-yard line. It's very possible, Evident. I'm kind of curious as well as to see what the all-time Islander roster is. And the Kings. I bet Gretzky's on the Kings. 1st and 10 from the 29. Manning in the shotgun with the back on either side. Manning back, throws, gets it out to Lynchman, down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 10 yards and another Detroit first down. Lynchman goes over 100 yards receiving on the day. 2:23 and counting. 2-minute warning coming up. Bears up 24-17. 1st and 10, Detroit from the Chicago 19-yard line. Manning under center. Manning hands off to Freeman. Not much. No gain, actually. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Bears up 24-17 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. The final 2 minutes of this one. Yeah, I remember him for the Blues. 2nd and 10 for Detroit at the Bear 19-yard line. Detroit trying to tie it up and force overtime, possibly. NHL hockey after this. Islanders and the Kings. 2nd and 10. Manning in the shotgun. Manning hands off to Loxley, gets hit right away. And that's going to be a loss of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13. Detroit in the hurry up, back at the 21-yard line. Manning takes the snap, throws to Wyndham, down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 6. It'll be 4th down. Detroit has to go for it. They're down by 7. They're in the hurry up. Manning in the gun on 4th down. Manning back, throws to the end zone, and it's incomplete. The Bears break it up. It'll be a turnover on downs. Chicago will take over at the 15-yard line. Who broke that pass up? Number 26 for Chicago. Andres Walters, the second-year defensive back out of Maryland. Well, Detroit now, they still have 3 timeouts. They're going to have to start using them and try to force a 3 and out. Tim Laws had a great game. Look at those stats. Wow. 3 touchdowns. Over 300 yards passing today. Bears up 24-17. 1:31 left. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Let's see if Detroit can force a 3 and out and get the ball back. Bears come out in the offset eye. Law hands off to Dillon, and Dillon goes down quickly. No gain. And Detroit takes a timeout. It'll bring up 2nd and 9, a 1-yard gain by Zeke Dillon. 1:28 left. Detroit has 2 more timeouts. Detroit, if they can get a 3 and out, they get the ball back with about 1:10 left. unless the Bears get a first down here. Once again, we got hockey up next. Islanders and Kings will be off tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday with an NFL doubleheader at 8:30 Eastern. 2nd and 9. Law in the gun. Law to Dillon. And Dillon, not much, out to the 17-yard line. Detroit takes another timeout. A gain of 1 yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. A minute 24 left. Evil Dead, you know your Islanders, don't you? I remember LaFontaine. He was great. Gillies, yeah. I used to like the Islanders too. That was back when I was in junior high. I spent 2 years in Queens, and I became a hockey fan. I like the Rangers and Islanders. I also like the Mets because I lived right down the street from Shea at the time. 3rd and 8 from the 17-yard line. Big 3rd down. The Lions trying to get a stop. Law under center. Law to McNeil. And McNeil gets out to the 20-yard line. Detroit takes their final timeout. It'll be 4th and 4. So Detroit gets the 3 and out that they wanted, forcing Chicago to punt. The Lions will get the ball back with no timeouts. Down by 7. So Detroit will get one more shot. Zach Wetzel will come in to punt for the Bears. The 3rd-year punter out of Arkansas. Boy, you know your Islanders, don't you? On 4th and 4, Wetzel gets the punt away. It'll be fielded by Nixon at the 30-yard line, and he goes down at the 34-yard line. Devin Nixon. 1st and 10, Detroit. Detroit's last shot. A minute 13 left. They'll start at their own 34. They have to go 66 yards with no timeouts. They need a touchdown as the Bears are up 24-17. We'll be off tomorrow. We'll have an NFL doubleheader on Friday, 8:30 Eastern. It'll be the Colts and the Packers, followed by the Browns and the Vikings on Friday. 1st and 10 from the 34. Manning in the gun. Manning back. Throws downfield to Adams. Out to the 46. A gain of 12. Detroit in the hurry up. We're coming up on a minute to play. Manning in the shotgun. Manning. Play action. Looks downfield. Good protection. Throws deep. Going for the home run. And it's tipped away. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Colton Wyndham. Gary Fensick tipped it away. Wyndham was looking for a pass interference. He doesn't get the call. It'll be 2nd and 10. I think that was just a good play by Fensick. You tell me,